Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people? It's Doorshutter coming back to you with a brand new video. We are playing All of Fabric 6. Now, you're probably going to be confused if you've seen All of Fabric 6 on my channel previously, where I canceled it. Well, since then, there has been a lot of updates to this pack. Um, and I wanted to revisit this. I was thinking, let's load up the old world, let's hop back into it. But I realized that they've removed quite a few things and updated quite a few things that changed a lot of the pack. For example, Botany Pots has been removed. I added it back, just so you guys know. And with that, that broke the like spectrum tree thing we had going. And so we're gonna restart. This is episode 1. And as you can see, I've kind of got a base set up because I didn't want to start it with just straight up in the menu, be like, "Hey, yeah, we're playing this pack," because we've done this before, right? We've progressed. We've seen the loot that we can get from the probably chest mod. We've seen the structures, so there's not a lot of reasons to explore, right? I wouldn't say there's a ton of new additions that are going to be super intriguing besides one, which is Mystical Agriculture Refabricated. This was one of my main complaints with All of Fabric 6 whenever I was playing it, was that you were forced to go to modern industrialization. And this will prevent that. We don't have to go for modern industrialization at all. Which most likely I will not. I will go towards mystical agriculture. It is definitely going to be decent. Of course, I don't know how extensive this is. I see we have like Certus quartz, Fluix crystals, rubber seeds, ruby seeds, sapphire seeds. So we've got a lot of the seeds that we need to kind of get started with that, right? The other thing is with the old world, we wouldn't have had this generate as well, because we would need the prosperity shards and inferium essence, and this is the prosperity shards, by the way. And we have not I wouldn't have been able to, because I have explored so much in that world, flying over chunks with the elytra, and things like that. So we're gonna get this started. Okay, what are we gonna do in this episode? Well, I kind of want to just figure out some basic power stuff. I think we have enough resources, not a whole lot, to kind of get a generator and things going here. So let's look at Tech Reborn. We're going to jump into Tech Reborn first because it's something I didn't really focus on that much, and I want to focus on it a little bit more. So we're going to need rubber. So we actually need a tree tap here. So let's grab some planks. Let's see here. Spruce planks, that'll work. And I guess I have sticks on me. Perfect. And I am really excited to try this. And the reason I also wanted to mention is all of Fabric 7 is on the back burner. Because it is not complete enough. I have to say, I have tried to record several episodes. And basically every episode, or every attempt, I just straight up rage quit. I'm not kidding you. I didn't record the parts of me rage quitting because genuinely I just did not. I don't know. The difficulty mod is in this pack, but I think the biggest problem with all of Fabric 7 as of current is that the pack does not have like simply swords. It doesn't have the better combat mod, which is the mod that allows you to do this kind of stuff. Which this is a longer range weapon, right? You can see the insanity of this. I can swing from a distance with this sword. And we don't have that luxury. We just kind of had normal swords. You didn't have probably chests to get the extreme loot and stuff. So it doesn't feel like all of Fabric 6, if that makes sense. So those videos are still going to be there. I did private them during the time of this video just because I was kind of thinking, what did I want to do? I had to think of that. So they've probably been unprivated, but it just took me a minute to think, what pack would I want to do besides all the mods 8? Because if I focus on one pack, I'm gonna get burned out. That's just something that happens. I know we have the TAC SMP Season 2 out, or coming out every Friday, and maybe Saturday or Sunday. Who knows? That might be a possibility in the future. But yeah, so this pack is going to be just kind of a one alongside all the mods 8. We're not going to do kind of rotating days. I think we're going to do like a rotating week instead, so I can kind of take a break completely for a week on each pack. But yeah, we got some sap here. I didn't even talk about this, but sap. We can get rubber from this, and then the rubber. Let's see here. We can make rubber seeds. We definitely want to look at that. Rubber. We kind of want to make some insulated copper cables. We want to look at a generator. Let's see. Well, they've got a whole bunch of different generators. I don't remember this at all. Red cell battery. So we need some lead, some redstone, and some insulated copper cable. Do I have any lead in here? I do. Do we have any ways of pulverizing this? What? Oh, okay, that just confused me. I was like, lead to silver? That is confusing. It looks like the macerator for modern industrialization, pulverizing. Okay. And I also may focus on create a little bit. I'm not 100% sure how much I'll focus on create, but it is a decent, way to avoid some of the monotony of other mods that are in here. But I am genuinely excited. Also, I have no idea what this Trophers mod is, but if you right-click it, it says next a reward is available in a certain amount of time. So, yeah. I'm also going to quickly plant some of these rubber trees because I did cut some down. This is actually rubber wood, by the way, rubber planks. So I did use some of it, but that's okay. So let's go grab some of these rubber trees, plant them around. Actually, apparently I have one right here. I didn't even realize it. But yeah, we just want to right click on these orange spots. This doesn't work like IC2 where it's like fades slightly each time you do it. It's just gone. I do think they regenerate, but I'm not even sure because I haven't messed with Tech Reborn that much. It's actually been a hot minute since I've last touched it, so. But I am excited to play this again. I've been wanting to play it, but I was just kind of like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna want to because I don't know if I could use the old world. And then I realized I couldn't. But I did add botany pots and stuff. And I will say the reasons that they disabled them may be partially valid. They said in the change logs that it is performance heavy and also unbalanced, which I don't agree with. I mean, because they added mystical agriculture, I mean, probably going to be unbalanced at that point. But like make things more expensive. Like I don't know 100% their mindset when it came to that, but yeah, I just added it back. And then I added the spectrum colored trees and stuff back. Basically, I took the old config that they had for botany pot trees, which is where the spectrum, colored tree sapling stuff will be stored, and allow for you to put those back in a botany pot. Just because I was not going to say they're unbalanced. I mean, I don't understand that. You're playing modded Minecraft. I can literally get like 3 or 4 ender pearls if I spent about 20-30 minutes looking for these probably chests. Like, I don't understand what they're talking about. It's kind of absurd. But yeah. So let me get some more rubber because we're going to need quite a bit of it here at the beginning. And once we also get to the extractor, we'll be able to get a little bit more. This is going to require some coal as well. So if we go and find some Ad Astra meteorites, I checked this one, which is nearby. We didn't have any coal really in that, so I probably want to look a little bit more. But we are also in a snow biome. I kind of want to get away from this area and try to find a normal biome, but I haven't been able to do that. Also, this is a pillager thing, so I didn't even touch it. I just saw the pillagers and I ran away. I am not dealing with that. I do not feel like rage quitting all of Fabric 6 right now. But, yeah. Let me get some rubber, and I'll be right back. I don't remember this being this way. Apparently, modern industrialization is partially required to get into Tech Reborn. Um, I don't remember that. We can check Reborn Manual. So, where is the... So, basic machine frame. Yeah, see, it is forcing you into modern industrialization. I don't remember it doing that last time, though. I was looking at this here, and I was like, okay, how do we make a basic machine frame? I knew we needed some sort of refined iron. That's usually like IC2's thing. I clicked on this, and I was like, okay, how do we get iron plates? Iron plates, we need a forge hammer, or a compressing thing, or create. We're kind of limited, really, really limited on what we can actually do. But then that's not even the worst part, because if we wanted to create this, we also still need an iron gear, which is iron bolts and iron plates and iron rings, and I don't know what in the world the PAX people are thinking. This is not a great recipe. I mean, um, we can do it. I just wanted to point this out. I think they've went and modern industrialization went to the Modpack authors' heads or something, right? So let's bookmark the Forge Hammer, and let's bookmark the Iron Hammer. We're basically going to need a lot more iron than normal. I'm guessing they may have done this because of mystical agriculture being added, so you can technically get more iron quicker. But we're trying to early game this. Tech Reborn's kind of supposed to be a little earlier, I'm pretty sure, than most tech mods. But we'll get it. I'll let this iron smelt up here, and we'll be back real quick. Okay, so we're gonna make some iron plates here. So what do we need for this fully? So I want to get a compactor, I think is my first goal. So compactor, or compressor, I think, right here. This will allow for us to make sheets and plates and stuff without needing the forge hammer. So that'll eliminate one piece for now. And then, so let's bookmark that. But we are going to need screws, rings, and bolts. So bolts and rings, not screws. So we're going to need 4 of those, 1 of these, and then 4 plates. So this... Nope, that's not the recipe. It's on the outer edge. Okay. So we've got 1 iron gear. But then we're also going to need 4 more plates. Actually, no. We're going to need 7 more plates. 7... Hold on, let me... So 7 plates. Okay. And it looks like we actually do need to smelt up some of the iron to make the refined iron here. So that's okay. So let's make up a couple more of these. Oh, looks like I need to have a double. Is that why I'm running out of iron so quickly? It's 2 per. So this is definitely something we're going to want to try and get to very, very quickly here. Okay, last piece of iron I need for a second. So let's throw that in the furnace. It looks like we're also going to need, let's see, just probably a handful more things. I love that this is just in the way that I can't see what I'm trying to click on. So 6 insulated copper cables, 1 refined, and 2 redstone dust. So we're going to need to make a couple more sets of these cables here. And we're probably going to have to use all of them to make just a couple things, which is okay. So this should give us the ability to almost make this. But we need just a little bit more iron. So real quick, I had to run down to the caves to try and find some iron. But this is one of the mods that has been added. This is also in Allfabric 7. But this is just a kind of really nifty little kind of ore vein in a sense. It gives you just a couple of items per. Looks like maybe 3, maybe 4. I don't know if fortune affects it too much, but it's a pretty cool mod nevertheless. Vein miner doesn't affect it. You do have to harvest it all by hand. Here we go, get some redstone. It looks like 3 is basically the max. But yeah, I'll be back. Alright, so I was taking a peek around the world looking for some cows to gather some leather, and I came across a Mind Cells portal. I spent a couple of episodes previously looking at Mind Cells and what it has to offer, and apparently it has been updated quite a lot. So let's unpause because I'm currently being attacked. Um, let's look. So these are creatures from Mind Cells here, which I do remember these guys, I'm pretty sure. But they are... Yeah, we needed to get them from behind. Let's see. So they do have like a charging attack. So we can attack them whenever they turn their back. There we go. Okay. But yeah, those guys just straight up spawned. And it looks like... Yeah, we've got like decorations. We've got like a little fly effect. That's cool. That's new. But yeah, this actually... Let's look. Mine cells. So it looks like I don't see too many different items. I think I see a few more spawn eggs. Place against an empty 3x3 wall. Coordinates not bound. Okay. Resets the spawner. Runes in a dimension. Vine rune. Respawn rune. Blank runes. Cell forge. Okay, cool. So yeah, there's definitely something new with this. So that's one mod we're going to kind of check out. Again, I'm excited to see what happens with that. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on here and show you. I am looking for cows to upgrade a backpack. And just stumbled upon that, not knowing what it was. But it looks like we don't need to activate the portal anymore. It looks like it just activated by itself. But also maybe because I have a diamond or two. I know that was like the original requirement was that you needed to have the diamonds achievement. So it's interesting. I don't even know if I have the diamonds achievement. All right, I will be back. I'm just exploring, trying to find some cows, and I'll be back in a little bit. You know, I feel bad for the villager that has to come into this house to go see their wife and children. I think part of the house is missing. Just, I looked at this, I was like, what in the world? I love seeing, like, these meteorites just straight up destroy half of a building, and you just, like, you don't notice it until you walk into the front door. But this is actually a really good meteorite, though, because we have tons of coal here. And yes, I have a gold pickaxe. Don't question it. I just picked it out of a chest. But this actually has fortune on it. So let's see if we can grab just a little bit of coal from this. I don't really care if it breaks, honestly. Just using it as much as I can to get a little bit more coal. I'm actually kind of out of coal, so... But this is definitely a good meteorite. I've never seen these trees before. Look at these things. What in the world are these? Skyrus logs. And all the time I played the first go around, I've never seen these. What does the texture look like on these bad boys? Baby blue kind of situation? Sky blue a little bit? Huh. I don't think I'd build with them, but that is interesting. I've never seen this kind of tree. Granny Smith. A green apple. Is that better than a normal apple? Probably a bit bitter. 6.5 fruit, 6.5 fruit. So yeah, they're just equivalent. Oh, cool. We'll grab a couple saplings here. Definitely not a bad thing. We also have Beach Party, which has been added as well. So you can see here, this isn't Beach Party's palm trees, is it? This right here should be Beach Party. So this kind of stuff, like the sand waves, these half slabs as well. Just kind of something to look at here. All right. I just wanted to look at these trees with you guys because I see that they actually... Here's the apples. Cool. Honestly, stumbling upon this and hearing that whispering kind of scared me. Not gonna lie. Oh, is that part of that staff? Yeah, it is. Oh, that is fantastic. But we're going to grab some of the bones here. I've never seen this structure. The biggest part with the graveyard mod is a lot of the structures aren't common. So finding them is kind of difficult. Hence why we never kind of got fully into the mod in the previous attempt here. It just because I never was able to find them. So I just couldn't do a whole lot with it. So it's kind of good that we're finding one piece here. I'm definitely going to be looking around a lot more for it, but for right now, I just stumbled upon it. It's another thing stumbling upon. In all of my time playing this, I've never seen something so strange. I don't know what these guys are. They don't right click, but they make like sounds like a villager. But I think Oh the Biomes You'll Go has definitely gotten some updates, and I think it's fantastic. Oh, what is this? A soul pyre. Burner of souls. Okay. All right. We will go with it. Burner of souls. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I completely forgot how weird Simply Swords was, because this is definitely not a simple sword. Alright, so we're working on making a compactor here, or compressor thing. But I'm also going to try and follow the quest line a little bit. I missed a little by making the generator already, and not completing some of the other quests. So we're going to do that. That'll complete this quest, which will then complete this quest, which then now we can move to the basic machine frame, which will complete this quest. And then does it actually tell us to use it, make a compressor? I don't actually see a compressor being made here. I do see a wire mill, which is definitely something we're going to want to look at. There's electrical furnace. I do love how this quest is kind of laid out, but oh, so here's the compressor. So it goes from here to here. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. So what do we need for this? So I need some stone and a circuit. So let me quickly grab some copper. And I've completed a few other Tech Reborn quests just so we could get a little bit further here. So I got a lot of rubber from those loot bags, these things here, which is a good thing. So I don't have to go and grab a whole lot more. All right, so we've got that. So we should be able to make this. And then I need to grab some stone. Do I have any stone by chance? I don't think I actually have any stone, so I'm going to have to smelt some up here real quick. Alright, while that's smelting, let's knock out the floor here. And this is hollow under here, so we're going to have to keep that in mind. So we're just going to place the planks back like that. Grab the cable. And that way we can then place the thing. So I need one more piece of stone. Alright, so compressor. So now we'll be able to make cheaper plates instead of needing to use the forge hammer. That means we also have a loot bag, a recycler, advanced alloy plates. I think the next thing that we want to kind of look at is getting the extractor to get more rubber. And then most likely this wire mill. Let's see, what uses does this have? So this just gives you 1 to 6. Instead of using 3 to get 6, you get 1 to 6 here. That's definitely a lot better. And also, we'll of course get into the overclocking and machine upgrades. Let's actually see. So if I type in upgrade, we've got the overclock upgrade, which is time decreased by 25%, but it increases the energy by 75. Increase energy tier, increase storage upgrade, superconductor upgrade, increased flow by 800. Muffle the machine. So I think this one is definitely going to be for when we get a better power generation. So we don't blow up the machines. I think machine blowing up is in here, but I'm not 100% sure because I've not messed with it too much. But let's grab some coal here. Let's actually open these real fast. So we actually got some standard machine casings, which actually just completed another quest. This will unlock... What will this unlock for us here? Let's press use on this. So we can make an advanced machine casing, which requires steel. How do we make steel? Okay, so it looks like we're going to try and do a blast furnace once we can. Let's see. Maybe the powder is probably a good option to look at too. The steel dust. No, it doesn't look like that's an option. So we're probably going to have to look at the blast furnace, which is a little bit more expensive. Nickel, copper. That's not too bad since we don't have to alloy it. But we do need an advanced machine frame, which is carbon plates, which is carbon mesh, which is carbon fiber, which is coal dust. So we need to get some sort of grinder. Okay. So a grinder is kind of what we're going to want for next. Let's grab that blast furnace back up there. And you'll also know, whenever you look at Tech Reborn, one of the biggest things is it's very, very slow at the beginning. So you do want to start getting, higher tiers soon, kind of thing. So yeah, you see how slow this is going to be. Also, we're just going to muffle this by itself. There we go. But overclockers and things are going to make it better. Hence why we're going to need to get more power. But that is definitely going to be super helpful that we can now just straight up make iron 1-for-1 plates wise. And that is fantastic. So we're going to wrap this one up. I hope you guys are excited for all of Fabric 6. I will, of course, be putting all of Fabric 7 on the back burner until they can figure it out and actually make it feel like a decent pack. Because honestly, playing this and playing with the combat and the difficulty of the mobs, it just feels right. I don't know how to explain it, but compared to all of Fabric 7, this pack is superior in every way until they can get some things ironed out. And of course, Botany Pots has been removed in this version, but we added it back. And that was because of instability, performance issues, which if you don't know, if you have a chest that is full and a botany pot on top, the botany pot never stops, by the way. So if you have like 10 or 20 botany pots in an area and your chest is full, it's going to cause lag, just so you know. Or if you have massive farms of botany pots, it causes lag, just so you know. But they also, removed it because of unbalance, but they could have just increased the recipe's price. But, for now, thank you guys. Stay awesome. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.